Hey, what's going on guys? There's some really unexpected news that just came out the other day, and that is it looks like Princess Connect is actually finally getting localized. Priconne is getting localized by Crunchyroll, which is kind of yikes because they don't really have the best track record as a publisher, but I mean, at least the game is getting localized. There's also a preview of Priconne in the App Store right now, and it says that it's expected to be released on March 1st, 2021. Who knows if that's actually accurate or not, because there's a few mistranslations with the names in the description, but we'll just have to wait for an official announcement because it could just be a placeholder. That's pretty much all the information so far. For those that are wondering if this is a game that you should pick up, let me give you guys a brief rundown on how this game works, because it's not going to be a game for everybody. I'm actually quite surprised that it's even getting localized, because I don't even know if there's a big enough audience for this type of game in the West. I've actually been playing the Japanese version of this game daily for the most part ever since the Dragalia Lost collab, just to kind of like try it out and eventually make an introduction video to the game, which so happens to be where we are right now. So where do I start off? Well, Princess Connect is a very large game, data-wise. As you can see from the app storage on my emulator, Princess Connect takes up over 7 GB of data. It has voice acting for almost everything and a ton of anime cutscenes, which makes up for most of the data. The presentation and everything is very polished. It's a really high quality looking game, to put it simply. I would personally pick up this game as a side gacha, either your number 2 or number 3, because it's very casual and you can be done with your dailies in under 10 minutes basically on most days. I guess I'll talk more about the gameplay now. It's essentially an idle game. You don't have to do much, the game pretty much plays itself. Your characters automatically attack on their own, and the only thing you get to control in battle is when to use their skills whenever it's up. Of course, you can also just auto battle and the characters will just use the skills automatically whenever it's up. You will not be picking up this game for the gameplay because that's not really a strong point. This is going to be a story driven game. On the third tab on the bottom, this will bring up the menus for your character stories, the stories, event stories, and some other extra stuff. There's a lot of dialogue and some of them even have cutscenes within them, so it's really nice. The fourth tab is where you get to navigate through all the game modes. There's story mode, dungeons, guild battles, yes there are guilds in this game, battle arena, which is player versus AI, and there's another battle arena which I believe is the same as the previous one, except it's multiple teams and not just one team versus one team. I'm not sure 100% because I have not unlocked that one yet. This is also where you find the button to play the event if there is one ongoing. All the modes are pretty straightforward stuff, so I'm not going to explain too much of it. The fifth tab on the bottom is where you decorate your room. If you ever play Arknights, this would be your base. In Dragalia Lost terms, this would be your Halidome. The sixth tab is the gacha. The rates are decent, just like any other side games game. It includes a sparking system, it's 300 pulls, just like Grand Blue Fantasy and Dragalia Lost. Although, if I recall correctly, the sparking system was not added until first anniversary in the Japanese version, so I would assume that the game will not have a sparking system right off the bat. Also, by the way, this game is quite generous. I wouldn't expect anything less from side games. They gave you gems like crazy, so you're going to be able to get what you want as long as you save for the most part. Now, aside from story, many people play this game because of the type of characters in this game. There are no male characters that you can summon in Priconne. They are all female and are backed with very well-known voice actresses. That's like one of the game's main selling points. Now, let me explain how character progression is in Priconne. So when you pick a character under the second tab, you'll notice that there are 6 equipment slots. You get these weapons by farming events and story mode. You then equip them onto a character, and when all 6 slots are filled, you can rank up your character by 1 level. Doing that will increase your character's stats. Do note that when you give a weapon to a character, you cannot unequip that weapon or armor. It's basically stuck onto that character. The good news is that the weapons are really easy to farm. The game will tell you where you need to go in order to farm that equipment, and all you have to do is clear the map in story and use skip tickets until you get what you want. Skip tickets, of course, uses up stamina, but it's a quick way to farm the map. Do not worry about using up skip tickets because this game gives you way too many skip tickets. You will not be able to use them up in time. Like for example, on my account, I have 700 skip tickets and I have been skipping maps daily. Now characters start at 1 to 3 stars and they can be upgraded up to a max of 5 stars. If I recall correctly, there are 6-star units in this game, but that's only for like certain units or something. I'm not too familiar about that yet. Anyways, getting duplicates of a character in the gacha will give you currency to buy shards or memory pieces for a character, and you use those shards in order to uncap the character to a higher rarity. Some characters, like most of the free-to-play ones, do have certain nodes in story mode where you can actually farm a few shards daily. Each character also has 4 skills that can be upgraded as well. It's really not a difficult system to grasp. Again, it's a very casual game. Everything is very straightforward. That's really the bare bones introduction to Priconne. That's what I got from the game so far from playing it for a few weeks. I obviously can't read Japanese, so there's still some stuff that I don't understand about the game yet. Again, it's not a game for everybody. It's an idle game, which its selling points are in its story, its female characters, the well-known voice actresses, and the high-quality presentation of the game. Personally, I wouldn't play this as a main gacha. It's more of a side gacha because it's something you can leave on the side and just auto battle, sort of like Grand Blue Fantasy and Arc Knights. I am 100% picking up this game when it comes out, so probably expect some more videos on it in the near future. I'm probably going to cover some more games as well, such as World Flipper. If you guys want to see more content from those 2 games, then subscribe if you haven't already. If you guys have any more questions about the game, feel free to leave a comment below. I'll try my best to answer them. I can't answer everything though, because I'm not 100% familiar with everything, but maybe there are some other people out there that can help answer your question as well. As always, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
ライブ大成功！